So this week has been extremely relaxing and just kind of took a break from work and stuff like that. So stay tuned to find out what fragrances I chose to wear throughout the week. So if you are new to the series that I do called the Weekly Fragrance Rotation, what we pretty much do is we go over which fragrances I chose to wear on each day, the kind of weather it was, how many sprays, and of course we got any comments or not. So let's kick it right off with Sunday. Alright, so on Sunday it was a pretty warm day, like in the low 80s I believe, even though it was rainy and kind of gloomy as well, but I just kind of chilled at home. The fragrance I put out was Guy Fox's Preston. Now, and this is actually an indie house that I recently discovered, and they make some great crowd-pleasing fragrances, especially their Preston, which is a very crisp green apple fragrance, along with some spices and some like tonka bean and stuff like that. On that day though, I did only go 3 sprays of this stuff just to kind of relax, and believe it or not, this is actually a really kind of a comforting, relaxing fragrance as well. No comments of course, because I wasn't really around anybody, but that's the fragrance I chose for Sunday to chill at home. Alright, so for Monday is actually a holiday. It was Labor Day, and on Labor Day I actually did go to my dad's house for a cookout. Got some burgers, hot dogs, you know, all that good stuff. And I was in the mood for kind of like a boozy fragrance, get into like the fall mood. And the fragrance I chose was by Kilian's Angel Share, which is probably, if not the best boozy fragrance on the entire market. I absolutely love this fragrance so much. You get a ton of oak wood as well, and how I actually describe it is like if you put your head into like oak barrels that had cognac that's been aging for multiple years, and you're left with that kind of booziness and the oak wood all kind of soaked in together. That's what you get with Angel Share, and it's absolutely lovely. Now, on that day to go to a cookout at my dad's house, I did go 6 sprays of this fragrance, so not too heavy. Even though this stuff is pretty potent, you got no comments on the day either, but man, I absolutely love this one and I cannot wait to wear it more once it starts to become cooler outside for fall. So for Tuesday, also a rainy day. It's been raining pretty much most of the week so far. It was in like the high 70s though, but I didn't do much as well, kind of chilled at home. Because like I said, I did take a break from work, so I kind of just been relaxing and just enjoying the time off to myself, which was much needed. But on that day, I actually put out a brand new fragrance in my collection, and it was the first time wearing it. And I gotta say, this is anybody's amber lover's dream. Of course, I'm talking about Vertus Auramber. Now, this is actually a house that I've never heard of until recently. Auramber is actually a kind of animalic, very rough, dirty, golden amber fragrance. And I gotta say, this stuff is extremely unique. This is a fragrance that I would not recommend blind buying at all. It has that kind of daring aspect to it. But man, if you like amber, especially like the dirty, woody, kind of earthy amber, you had to check this one out. On that day though, I only did go 2 sprays because I was at home. I don't even believe I did anything on that day. Wasn't around anybody, so I got no comments. But man, this is a fall staple for me. I cannot wait to wear more, and this might even make my fall list. I don't know. I have to test it out a little bit more, but phenomenal amber fragrance. So for Wednesday, I didn't really do much during the day, but then later in the day, I did go get some dinner with my mom and kind of just enjoyed the sun while it lasted on the patio because there's not many more days of that. And I actually chose to wear another brand new fragrance in my collection. First time wearing this one as well. I'm talking about Orientica Exotic. Now this is a Middle Eastern house. With this one though, it definitely does live up to that exotic name. It has a ton of coconut, very gourmand, very creamy. Even though with that coconut, it does give it a slightly tropical vibe, but not so much. And I just love that bottle being hand painted. I'm a sucker for a good like artwork, hand painted bottle. I just love that, like the attention to detail. And this one is definitely top notch. But yeah, on that day to go out to dinner with my mom, I did go 6 sprays of this fragrance, and man, this stuff was actually pretty beastly. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to testing this one further and actually doing a full review of it. And I actually got the other one from the line as well called Romantic, which is a very nice floral fruity fragrance, which does give off that romantic setting. But all in all, fantastic fragrances. So for Thursday, it was actually pretty hot and sunny outside, which was nice. And I did go out to do some shopping, run some errands and things of that nature. And I wanted to put kind of a designer, crowd-pleasing fragrance. And what better than YSL's YEDP, one of the most complimented fragrances in my entire collection. On that day though, for shopping, I did go 6 sprays of YEDP, which is plenty because this stuff is a beast, especially this formulation. and EDP concentration as well. On that day though, I did not get any compliments, and I miss this fragrance. I haven't worn this one in quite some time. I just kind of love that apple sage vibe you get with white EDP. And it's extremely, extremely crowd pleasing. So if you're looking for a blue fragrance that isn't Bleu de Chanel, Sauvage, Dylan Blue, you gotta check out white EDP. Heading into Friday now, which happened to be another 80-degree sunny day weather, which was nice. On that day, I actually pulled out a niche house that I need to check more out from for sure. Of course, I'm talking about Byredo's Gypsy water. Now, I absolutely love Gypsy water. It is kind of transparent. Doesn't have the best performance, but man, the smell is incredible. How I describe it, it's like walking through a pine forest with juniper berries around. You get that kind of combination of the two. On that day, I did go 5 sprays. Didn't really do much either. I did do a couple errands, and then later on, I did actually go to a coffee shop to edit some videos and stuff like that. And yeah, no better fragrance to pull out than Gypsy water on that day, in my opinion. So wrapping the week off on Saturday, we had to go out with a bang, pretty much the grand finale. And I gotta tell you guys about this house because they are the new niche kid on the block. They just launched this week, and it's a house that I highly recommend checking out. The quality is top tier, pure niche quality, 100%. Of course, I'm talking about Mind Games. Now, I did go with Grandmaster, and just check out these bottles. They're like chess. As you can see with that, you can pretty much play chess with it, which is awesome. Phenomenal bottle, phenomenal packaging and presentation, and the juice is, like I said, pure luxury, pure quality. You can tell this is highly crafted with the best materials around. Now, you might have seen Mind Games adverts and stuff like that because they've been popping up left and right. And I believe they're exclusively at Neiman Marcus right now until they branch out a little bit later in the month. But wow, if you guys have a Neiman by you, definitely go in store and check these out. They have 10 in the collection, a black collection and white collection. But on that day with Grandmaster, I did go 5 sprays, didn't do much. I wasn't really around anybody, so I got no compliments as well. But as this fragrance says, it is rose, absolute, and coffee. So just imagine you get this beautiful, luscious rose in the opening, and later it dries down to kind of like a resinous, kind of roasted, smoky coffee beans. And it's done to absolute pure perfection. I cannot wait to wear this one more, and the other one I have from the house. I'm so excited. I love when new niche companies actually arrive and come out to the scene, and we get to try new fragrances and stuff like that from a new brand. And like I said, this is one you definitely need to check out. But that's going to do it for my weekly fragrance rotation. Let me know down below what you guys all chose to wear throughout the week. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch all you in the next upload. Take care, everybody.